I've changed. I am not the same pack of grass that you used to know. I don't even know if you even used to know me, because you might be completely new and might be just completely confused about what's going on. I'm kidding. I'm literally exactly the same. Like, the only thing that changed is that I cut my hair shorter. But what has changed is my enjoyment of horror games. And this video is about that. And also, I just wanted to ease you into a little content change that I have been planning for, honestly, like the last week. So let me set this straight for everybody watching right now. I really like horror games and I like playing them. But recently, I've noticed that they're only really fun sometimes now. They're not fun all the time like they used to be for me. And that's just a change in me. You know, I've played 150 horror games over that, because some videos have more than one horror game in them. That's 150 videos on my channel in the random horror games playlist. And I think there's some more from back in the day that I just didn't put in the playlist. Point is, it's a lot of goddamn videos. And it's a lot of horror games. And now, and I've said this the same way every single time, and I think this is a good way to describe it. Now, instead of everything being tense and creepy around the game and me actually genuinely getting scared, I feel like most of the time now it's all about when can I predict the next jump scare. And that is hilarious sometimes. And I love making these videos, but honestly, it's genuinely less fun than me, for example, booting up Elden Ring or getting over it and playing those kinds of games on stream. And I'm just talking about it from my point of view, because the genuine YouTube advice nowadays is to kind of niche down and focus onto one thing and not really and care more about your viewers, essentially, and what your viewers want rather than yourself as a creator. But the thing is, I want to be here 10 years into the future, and I'm taking this quite seriously. It's not something I like to admit, because it's like, oh, you're trying so hard, oh, whatever. But I am, and in order for this to be sustainable for me, I just gotta let loose and do some things I find fun, man. And horror games are fun, but the things I find more fun nowadays are just like playing these goofy goddamn games. Getting over it is amazing. Elden Ring is amazing. Elden Ring is not a goofy game, that's kind of what I'm saying, but I just essentially kind of want to expand my content a little bit, and I want to make a public disclaimer that these horror game videos, they probably won't be happening as often now, and I'm not saying they won't be happening at all. They'll probably still be happening at least once a week, because there's always like some cool new horror game, but I've noticed that I've been making horror game videos like sometimes day after day after day after day of just horror games, and like that's chill, like that's okay, but I'm doing it a little bit too often, and I need some other videos in my arsenal so that I can build up my channel lore, the dad lore of my channel, if you will. Hi, I was just watching the video back while editing it, and I realized that the entire time I kind of sound like I'm trying to get the point across that I don't care about you, and I only care about my own interests when it comes to YouTube, and that's completely not true. I will always put what you guys want to see first, but the truth is, if I am not enjoying something, I am not going to make the best video out of it. Period. Like, that's just not going to happen. However much you guys want more horror games videos or anything else that in the future I might just get a little bit exhausted of over time, because that happens, I just won't be able to make the best video. And at the end of the day, that is what is the most important. Not the archive, not the lore, not the history or whatever that I kind of make it out in the video. I just want to clear that up, because I don't word myself the best, but I'm just going to keep it in anyway. Yeah, that's it. Continue. Also, I've gotten a few comments about the new logo. I know it's a huge change. It's a massive change. I changed the color, the background color, from white to black. That's it. Essentially, I just wanted to do that because I thought it looked a little bit sleeker. It looked a little bit cooler. And also, I think it's a good way to mark a little bit of a change in the content, maybe a few less horror games and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that this will happen very often, but I am thinking very frequently about doing some IRL videos and being outside with my friends, doing some interesting things, tier lists, ranking stuff, just like stuff I can do with my homies and just like record on my phone, you know. that kind of stuff, I think would be really fun, because you guys haven't really seen a lot of me outside of this room, you know? And some people like that, but I think it would be good to bring a little bit more variety into it. And that's the kind of things I've been thinking about recently. And I just wanted to share it with you. And it's a bit of a content change. And if you see any differences, that this video will hopefully explain it for you. I've been thinking a lot about doing longer live streams and posting more short form content, because I like taking funny clips from my live streams and making them into little shorts and just kind of posting them on TikTok and YouTube Shorts or whatever. And supposedly they're good at growing your channel as well. And yeah, and still having like a normal long form video out every day. That's kind of what I've been thinking about. I don't know how much of that is going to be true. I feel like I make too much promises sometimes, and then I kind of leave you guys hanging. I'm still working on that video that was like supposed to be done ages ago. I recorded it in October last year. I'm still working on it. It will still come out eventually. But yeah, I don't want to make too many promises, because that always kind of turns out bad. I hope you understand. And as a final note, I just want to inform you guys that I'm not trying to take myself too seriously. Like I am. Like I love this YouTube stuff, and I would really like it to be something good for me in the future, something that I can use to sustain myself. But at the end of the day, all I really care about is just having these videos out there as like an archive, and it's something that I kind of want as part of my legacy, and whether or not it brings me money doesn't really matter to me. But no, I don't want to take myself too seriously, because that just ends up in me stressing too much about videos and not really like being myself. Right here, like the way I'm talking right now, I feel like I'm being myself to a satisfactory amount, and I just kind of want to maintain that. And that's it. I'm sorry if this video was a bit boring. I hope you understand why I made it, and this kind of stuff I'm thinking about right now. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye.